Alright, so this is a video on the window regulator for somebody on the GM forum. The reason that your window is rocking back and forth is, I would guess, it might not be this, but I think this is the most probable thing. This arm and this arm are not permanently attached. This one is, but these two are connected by this rivet or pressed fitting, whatever it is. What happens is you have so much resistance on this channel and the one that goes around the window frame. This one is actually missing. One of the dogs probably ripped it out. It's been sitting on my porch since I fixed my window. This is a junkyard one that was worse than the one I had. But that channel needs to be lubed too. You actually have to take off the door panel to lube this one. But that channel and the window frame channel grip it so hard that whenever it's getting stuck, this has a pivot in it also, but whenever it's getting stuck, the motor has so much torque in it that it actually loosens up this pressed fitting. And the fix for that is make sure this is perfectly in line and tack weld this rivet thing to this arm and do the same thing on this side, and that will probably fix your rocking window issue. Another thing that tends to go bad is the force of the window. This pivots so it can compensate for the window track, the curvature of the window, as it's rolling up. And what actually happens is whenever it gets jammed, along with loosening that fitting, what happens is these bushings, these polyurethane bushings, actually get wedged up against the edge, and that's why you see all those black marks. That's from the polyurethane wearing off. And if you look, I guess it's too seized up from sitting out here, but this bushing actually used to have a ton of play. This track is actually arrow straight. It's just this bushing has worn down so much from the torsional forces that it flexes. But like I said, the most probable cause for your window tilting back and forth like that is probably this. But if it's been like that for a really long time, these bushings could also be worn off. In which case I would recommend going to a junkyard, trying to find a Park Avenue with low miles. And the junkyards here will sell this entire assembly for $20. Another thing, I don't know if you looked at the other videos, I was talking about adjusting this. All this is, which there's a slim chance that it could be this too, this track controls the height of the front of the window in relation to the back of the window. So if you move this all the way down, the front of the window will be like a full quarter inch to an inch lower than the back of the window. If you move it up, it'll be an inch higher. So whenever you're adjusting this, you have to be really conservative about it. But it does have a nut right there. The washer's actually covering it, but there's almost a full inch of slot to adjust the height of that. But yeah, that's how everything's attached. And show you around it a little bit, that way you know what it looks like. It's attached with a bolt there, 2 bolts down there, and I believe a bolt right here. I think this is attached to the door right here, and right here. So there's 6 in total. And this is what the back side looks like. And that's where your motor is supposed to be, right here. Whenever you're taking out the window, I would recommend taking out the motor, because there's enough spring pressure via that spring that the window won't fall down. But in order to be able to maneuver the window by yourself, I would recommend taking out the motor. It's 3 nuts. I believe they're 10 millimeter. They might be 7, but I believe they're 10. It's just 3 nuts. Wiggle the window around a little bit, It'll pop right out. Just make sure you either have the window all the way up or all the way down when you do it. That way you know where to put it back. Not that it really matters, but it just makes things easier. It just makes the teeth be aligned easier and you can get it in there better. But yeah, that's about it.